Well, that really was another thrilling weekend of Emirates FA Cup action. And of course, we have 4 quarter-final ties to come at the end of the month. What will fate decree for the remaining clubs? Amongst the contenders, established names, fallen giants, plucky underdogs and rising newcomers, all with the same dream of cup glory. Well, it is time now for the draw. And your host, Kelly Summers.
Yes, hello and welcome to the quarter-final draw for the Emirates FA Cup. We're at Old Trafford where the holders Manchester United have just been knocked out on penalties against Fulham. Now, this next round is the last time that home advantage will come into place. There is plenty resting on the shoulders of the 2 former cup winners who are alongside me. Firstly, the former England midfielder Danny Murphy's 20-year career saw him make over 400 Premier League appearances with Liverpool, Charlton, Spurs and Fulham. Whilst at the Reds, he won 5 major honours, including the FA Cup in 2001. Gerard Houlliers' side beat Arsenal in the final that year with 2 late goals from Michael Owen. And one of the finest defenders of the modern era, Republic of Ireland fullback Dennis Irwin spent 12 seasons with Manchester United, a glittering spell that included 7 Premier League titles, 3 European trophies and 3 FA Cup successes. Dennis, we're seeing some of your goals here. There's kind of an increased emphasis on the attacking role of fullbacks these days. We're kind of seeing that at the moment at Manchester United as well. But in the era you were playing, did you feel like you were kind of one of the pioneers, one of the first?
No, not at all. I think we were there first and foremost to defend and then obviously help your forwards. Nowadays you've got holding midfield players, so it encourages fullbacks to get on. And it's a different avenue now, and actually fullbacks have become much more important in today's game.
Can't have you here without asking you about Manchester United. A really disappointing afternoon out of the Cup. What did you make of the game overall? Yeah,
I mean, scratched and, you know, looking for the goal, looking for the equaliser second half. Bruno's produced once again. We had opportunities actually in extra time, but it didn't really materialise. And you know, when it gets to penalties, unfortunately, it can go either way, and it didn't work for us today.
But we have got a very happy former Fulham man, Danny. Did they deserve that?
It was touch and go. They had some good moments in the game. I'm delighted for them. The club's moved forward a lot under Marco Silva in the last season or 2. He's done a terrific job in stabilising them, and a day at Wembley would be phenomenal for all concerned, players and the supporters. So, yeah, it doesn't matter how you play, you just get through.
Exactly that. OK, then, before we get going with the draw, here are the 8 ball numbers. Just 8 teams remaining. Number 1 are Preston North End, the lowest ranked side remaining. Number 2, 7-time winners Aston Villa. 3 are in form Crystal Palace. Fulham, number 4. Brighton Hove Albion, they won earlier today. They are number 5. 6 are Bournemouth. They edged past Wolves on penalties yesterday. 7 are the Premier League champions, Manchester City, and 8 will be Nottingham Forest or Ipswich. A reminder, those 2 meet at the City Ground tomorrow. OK, then, let's get going. Dennis, you're going to draw the home teams. Danny, you're going to deal the away teams. If you could put the balls in for me, please, Dennis. All 8 balls definitely in, yes?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Let's get this draw underway then. The first ball out.
Number 4.
Number 4, it's going to be a home game for Fulham. That is their reward for beating Manchester United.
Dennis. Yeah. Number 3.
And they will be facing Crystal Palace, an all-London affair. Oliver Glasner's in-form side, beating Millwall yesterday.
Number 1.
Number 1 are Preston North End of the Championship, who will be going to Deepdale.
Number 2.
Aston Villa, Unai Emery's side, won more ties this season than the previous 9 combined.
Number 6.
And it is going to be a home game for Andoni Iraola's Bournemouth. What a season they are having.
Number 7.
They will be welcoming Premier League champions Manchester City. They have won the competition 7 times. And the final tie, if there's 2 balls remaining, which there should be.
Number 5.
Number 5 are Brighton and Hove Albion. Beat Newcastle United today.
Should be number 8.
Wonderful. Nothing has gone wrong. Nottingham Forest or Ipswich. So Brighton and Hove Albion and Nottingham Forest or Ipswich. Thank you very much to both Danny and to Dennis. That does conclude the draw for the quarterfinals. Those ties will be played across the last weekend of March.
Yes, a few weeks to wait, but so much to look forward to. Fulham against Crystal Palace, a London derby. Both teams still dreaming of FA Cup glory for the very first time. Preston North End, the only non-Premier League side left in the competition, at home to Aston Villa. Bournemouth, of course, came through on penalties on Saturday. Their award, a meeting with the 7-time winners Manchester City, and Brighton and Hove Albion can put their feet up to a degree and watch the match on Monday night before discovering whether it'll be Nottingham Forest or Ipswich Town for them in the quarter-finals. As Kelly mentioned, those ties are to be played over the course of the weekend, beginning the 29th of March.